Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast, powered by Healthy Steps Nutrition Mentoring. At HSN, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated. That's why we focus on a simple, habit-based approach. But we know that helping our clients become the best and healthiest versions of themselves isn't just about what they eat or going to the gym a few hours a week. We have to focus on a holistic approach, addressing nutrition, stress management, mindset, sleep, support system, lifestyle, and of course, exercise. My name is Nicole Coyne, and I'm the founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, home of CrossFit HSN and HSN Mentoring. Our mission at Healthy Steps Nutrition is to empower 1 million people to take control of their health one step at a time so they can prevent and reverse chronic disease. Today's podcast guest is a friend of mine, Dale King. Man, his bio is absolutely incredible. He is first and foremost a vet. He also is a speaker, a CrossFit coach, entrepreneur. He opened KC CrossFit in 2010. Gosh, he's been a CrossFit affiliate owner for a long time. He made a healthcare product called Doc Spartan that actually was on Shark Tank. He's been on his own TED Talk. He's been on a lot of different news stations, including Fox, NBC, New York Times, The Kelly Clarkson Show. This guy has done so much to empower health and wellness. He started a journey 4 years ago in capturing stories from people that he has helped that were struggling with addiction. He partnered with a counseling center in 2018 and is now coming out with a documentary called Small Town Strong, empowering people to see through a different lens what people go through who are struggling with addiction and the power of CrossFit and community. I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but I am excited to see it. I've seen a bunch of clips. He's an incredible person with an incredible passion, and I thought it'd be really cool to have him on the podcast to talk a little bit about why he did this, why he's gone on this 4+ year journey of capturing all of the content to make a documentary. And even when they hit bumps in the road, they still persevered. And now the documentary is coming out. So excited for him to share his story. He's doing incredible things, and I love to be able to highlight CrossFit affiliate owners who are making waves and making a really great impact, because people struggling with addiction is chronic disease. And if we can look at it through a different lens and provide support to a community of people that need our help, I think it's an incredible opportunity. So excited for you to listen to this podcast. Don't forget to go find Small Town Strong. It is on all the streaming platforms. Download it, support another CrossFit affiliate owner. But we also talk in this episode how CrossFit affiliate owners and coaches could do this in their own communities. So pretty cool podcast. Enjoy. Dale, welcome to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast. So excited we're doing this today.
Oh, So I appreciate you squeezing this in. It's awesome.
Oh man, I've been watching you for a while. We've been connected for quite some time through like DDCs and all the stuff that you've been doing with CrossFit. You have a documentary coming out at this point when we're recording, like just in a couple days. Just tell me a little bit about it. Like how did this even come about?
Oh man. I'll try to give you the version that's best for a condensed listening. But long story short is we've been at this for like a little bit over 4 years now, gathering footage. And we put together like a little string out to shop it to studios and streamers, and we were striking out left and right. They were just like the subject matters too earnest. So we basically got fed up and decided that we would pull the trigger, put the money up ourselves to finance and produce it. So we went into, last summer actually is when we did the biggest chunk of filming here in town. But we had 4 years of footage leading up to that. And the real reason is because of a dear friend of ours that was involved in the project. He was the main driver behind like the importance of getting this message out, to let families know they're not alone struggling with addiction, let people that are struggling with addiction know they're not alone. And more importantly, everyone kind of gets the problem, the opioid problem. but no one really kind of highlights different solutions to it. And that's the message behind Small Town Strong, is just understanding the problem and understanding there's it's not the way, but there's a way out of it.
Okay, let's take a step back for a second. Um, okay, first, you are a CrossFit affiliate owner, first and
Uh-huh.
foremost. You help, and you've had a big piece of the puzzle in leading the way with helping people with opioid addiction through CrossFit and helping them with getting their lives kind of back on track, I would say, and like connecting them with a community of people. So that's the big idea behind Small Town Strong. You guys have used CrossFit, but then you also have done a lot of cool things, bringing in other professionals, talking about why is this such an issue? Like, I know Dr. Tom McCoy was in there. I saw a clip of him in his interview as a medical professional, as a doctor. Like, why are doctors prescribing this? Why were they so much to lead us to where we are now, where so many people are struggling with addiction?
Yeah, unfortunately, they got signed. They got sold a line of bullshit, basically, from pharmaceutical companies. And there's great books and there's great documentaries out there kind of explaining the history of that. But long story short, Purdue Pharma kind of led the way along with others, essentially through their sales tactics, getting physicians to believe that OxyContin was non-addictive. And at the molecular level, OxyContin is identical to heroin. So they propped up some BS studies. They manipulated some scientific literature to all kind of fit their void. And the FDA did approve it, with the warning label believed to be believed to be only addictive in 1% of the population. So doctors had that rubber stamp by the FDA. So they thought, well, sure, if you're in pain, let me do what I can to get you out of that pain. And some were unknowingly, unwittingly. Some were very malicious and nefarious, knowing exactly what they were doing and selling scripts for cash. And 20 years later, we have one of the worst health crises in American history.
There's a lot of work that has gone on into the creating this documentary. Like, clearly you guys have been making the footage. The footage has been in the works for 4 years. You guys knocked on a bunch of doors, got turned down, then decided, okay, if no one's going to support this, we're going to financially support it and get it up and running so this message gets out there. Why go through all of that?
Oh, man. Because people deserve it, is the short answer. People deserve to have their stories told, and people deserve, like myself, my viewpoint on addicts and addictions were that they were weak-minded and it was their fault. And we need to change that. And that's why people need their stories told, and people need to understand they're not alone. Um, and just to get the message out that if you've stumbled and you've got sucked into the terrible vortex that is addiction, that breaks your heart, breaks your family's heart, like if you find good people, you want to put in the work, there is a way out of it. That's why we went through all of it to finally get it out.
I love it. How many stories are told in this documentary?
So it really kind of follows four central characters.
Okay.
You'll learn about a girl named Sarah Wilson. You'll learn about one of my best friends, Billy Deaver, Max Lyles, Andrew, and you'll kind of follow their different stories and how they all got connected through the gym, to find an alternative therapy in the form of CrossFit to give them a new lease on life.
That was my next question. Okay, so you've got these four people. Like, how does CrossFit fit into addiction? Like, what are you using with your gym? And gym owners that are listening to this that might be intrigued and want to be able to make this impact in their communities, what did you do and how did you do it?
Yeah, so I'll explain how we did it, and then I can explain some good action steps for affiliate owners out there. Through a connection in the gym, he was on the executive team at a behavioral health center, which is like an addiction treatment center. He came up to me one day and said, "Hey, man, CrossFit has been instrumental in my own recovery, and I didn't even know he was in recovery. And he said, we have to find a way for you guys, PSKC, to come to our facility and give CrossFit classes to our clients. So of course I was like, yeah, even though I had, I'm not a social worker, I'm not a counselor, I'm not any of that stuff. But I know through 10 plus years of experience that if you're dealing with trauma, CrossFit is a great outlet for you to heal from that, regardless of your trauma and regardless of what you've used to blunt that pain. CrossFit's a great weapon against that. So we started in 2018, doing one class a day for the counseling center. And that quickly grew to where we're at now. We do 20 to 25 classes a week for their staff and their clients. And it's the contractual relationship is we are a contractor to the organization. Okay. The organization just happens to be a behavioral health center, right?
Okay.
So you could, and they're called the counseling center, but if a gym owner wants to do this, like first look within your current members. Where do they work? And if one or two are a counselor or a social worker at a local addiction treatment center or behavioral health agency, say, hey, you're a member here now, so the impact it could have. Yeah. I would love to come invite your executive team into the gym for a month free. So because it helps to have executive leadership buy-in before you're just cold pitching somebody who has no clue what you're talking about. So look at your current membership, ask for a meeting with the leadership, and it's a complete no risk thing. Hey, I'll give your entire executive team a month of classes for free. And then so you guys could check it out and see how valuable it is. At the end of that month, sit down and be able to say, hey, I'd love to come to your facility if they have the space and all that stuff, and figure out what your hourly rate is going to be or if you're going to charge per client. And there's all kinds of different ways to look at that. But it's utilizing your existing membership for the connection, offer a free, no risk trial for that executive team. Or you could just be like, hey, I'll come to you guys for a month for free. And at the end of it, we can decide if it's something you like. And done correctly, it will be a no-brainer thing that clients will want to do, because treatment facilities, rehab facilities are really great at the, kind of the psychological, emotional support, but they all miss the physical component. So if you can come in and provide that physical component, instructor-led, relationship-based, community environment, it's like adding gas to the fire for recovery.
And for gyms that have nutrition, you could layer on nutrition seminars into that there's so much research around nutrition and mental health, and you would easily be able to layer in a nutrition component to that. So logistically, let's talk about your gym for a second. You guys go into the physical location. Do you bring equipment with you every single time? What does it actually look like at this point?
Well, I'll tell you, it's crazy timing. We just started working with a low security correctional facility 2 weeks ago.
Wow. Okay.
But they call them residents there. So it's all drug related felonies. I say that because there's no equipment there. Okay. So we have to be very creative in the programming and all body weight and all that stuff. Because I would say for new gym owners starting this up, if you want to work inside of their place, they're not going to have equipment starting out. Where we're at now, they have an entire outfitted CrossFit gym. That's how much they believe in the program.
Wow.
Probably
that's
a 3,000 square foot facility. You walking in, you would think it's a great state of the art CrossFit gym. Now that's been over 5 years now to get there. But so you're going to have, depending on what they have, just assume there's going to be no equipment, right? So you can get creative there, but then once the program's up and running, you can talk to them about them buying the equipment, or do fundraiser competitions at the facility to get some. We do one every year. So
Okay.
there's creative ways to get there, but once like you just have to start small, get the ball
Yeah.
rolling, get
Yeah.
executive team buy-in, and then it's a no-brainer. They'll invest into the program.
That's amazing. All right. So I love that. So many actionable tips right there. Start within your community, let them experience it for themselves, and then have a conversation to go to the facility, get creative with programming. I mean, you could take this model and replicate it to a lot of different types of businesses, right?
Yep.
I mean, I look at the employee wellness partnerships that we had all
Yes.
started with our clients that believed in what we did with the nutrition side, and then we expanded to the fitness side, but it
Mm-hmm.
works both ways. I think this is really actionable. Any other thoughts that are coming up for you? Number one thing that I was thinking of is, why could you not send this documentary to the correctional facility? Like, you guys, I'm assuming, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm assuming people would leave that documentary inspired to want to add fitness into their
Mm-hmm.
correctional, like into their addiction center. I'm guessing. So like that
Yep.
could be another way. Like, here's what a friend of ours has done, a fellow
Yep.
affiliate owner has done, and
Yep.
we'd love to be able to do this in your facility too.
Yeah. 100% do that. um, and a good friend of mine here in the state of Ohio has done a great. He's working with a lot of different correctional facilities. But point is, don't reinvent the wheel. Take what we've done and run with it. We also have like a small like little consulting and training arm. If people want to come here and see what
Mm,
we do in person, or if they want to have us come out and kind of work that for them, we would love to do that. But you don't need to wait on us to do that. Take whatever studies you can find, take the film, take the existing news media clips, and that's your sales tool to your client that you're trying to get this done with. There's no like if you feel called to do it, because working in this field is difficult. Like it truly is a matter of life or death, and you will go through some tremendous heartbreak working in this community. So be aligned in your mission, what you're trying to accomplish, and make sure that's squared away first, and then proceed. Like don't wait, don't ask for permission. Like you can do it, and then we're always here available on the backside if you need help or anything like that.
awesome. Dale, you're such a leader in the community, in the CrossFit affiliate community. You're always willing to help and have conversations with so many people. So thank you for leading the way in this piece for us. How can people find the documentary? How can they download it? Where can they find more information about you?
So documentary on October 3rd, worldwide release. So we're talking iTunes, Amazon, Google, wherever you can download or rent a video, it will be available there. You can always go to our website, smalltownstrongdoc.com. It'll have all the latest and greatest information there, where you can watch it. If you know, buying it's always better than renting it. If as a shameless sales plug, and plus, if you buy it, you can share and show it with your friends. So, and then for me personally, like the best thing is just my Instagram, and that's just at daleking.740.
Perfect. Well, I'm excited. It sounds so the CrossFit Affiliate Summit in the Northeast is in a couple weeks. And
Yep.
you and I have actually been communicating about this for
Yeah.
a couple of months now. I was like, Dale, you've got this documentary coming out the week before. Like, we got to integrate this into the event that we're hosting with Best Hour to kick off the Affiliate Summit. And I think we're going to be able to put something
Yep.
together last minute, which is going to be really cool. I
Yep.
think there are some absolutely incredible affiliate owners in the CrossFit community. And there's no reason that we all independently should be reinventing the wheel. You have
Right.
clearly done a very good job with this piece of the puzzle and helping people that are struggling with addiction and helping them find new purpose and passion in CrossFit. And we all could learn something from you. So I'm excited that we'll be able to connect in person in,
Yeah.
gosh, a few
A
weeks.
couple weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. thank you for all the time, heart, blood, sweat, and tears that you've invested into this to get these stories out so that all of our perception of people struggling with addiction can be changed.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. And just watch the film, and depending on what your opinion is going into it, just go in it with an open mind. And here's the deal, like, whether it's addiction, whether it's obesity, whether it's insecurity, a lot of us are struggling with a lot of things. And we need to find more reasons to come together and hang out and sweat instead of casting judgments with one another. So
I love it. Well, excited to connect with you in person. If you are going to the CrossFit Affiliate Summit, make sure you follow Dale's channel, our channel, so that you can get up to speed with what we're going to do connected to the Welcome Mixer we're hosting on Friday, so that we can all get connected about this piece of the puzzle. Congratulations. Wishing you the best success for this launch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Excited to see where it goes next.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'm just happy it's out there. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that episode with my friend Dale King and are inspired to go download, buy Small Town Strong. Support a CrossFit affiliate owner, learn something. Potentially, maybe you might want to make a greater impact with this community of people. I think it was really interesting that he talked about how he started, and it started with a member. I think a lot of times as gym owners, we make it overcomplicated when we want to start a new adventure. Look within your community first. One incredible thing about CrossFit is our communities of people. We have amazing people that have different connections that love and trust us. And no matter if you're a CrossFit affiliate or other type of fitness facility, small boutique fitness facility, I'm sure you have the same thing. Start within your community. If you want to grow an employee wellness program, if you want to start working with recovery centers, have those people experience your nutrition program first, and then have a conversation about how you can serve and help them. You can layer on fitness and nutrition to all different types of partnerships and different recovery centers or employee wellness or different businesses. So think outside the box. Think about how you could potentially start with nutrition or start with fitness and work these things together so that we can empower people, give them the tools and resources that they need to prioritize their nutrition, their health and wellness so that they can prevent and reverse chronic disease. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and we'll see you back here next week.